Our next speaker won't be able to with us today, although she wanted to so much. She was really enthusiastic when I called her at the beginning. She has like really important personal meeting and couldn't make it today, but she was so kind to share her recording with us. I would like to introduce Öykü Özgençil and her platform Incomplit. Öykü is really a special soul, beautiful from inside and out. I was really in love with her projects when I first saw them, and she's working really like in the borders and working with Syrian refugee kids and orphan kids from Turkey and making projects and bringing using fashion design as a medium for positive change. She's as she will be also explaining her recording, she is transforming these stories like the fairy tale stories, and she's using them and transforming them into wearable forms and in collaboration with women and artisans. You can have a look at her work and you can look up in World Top Forms sites, but I can also share the link in the chat section. But yeah, I think Nina will be jumping in and sharing her recording shortly.
Hello all. Hi. It is Öykü from Istanbul. I'm a socially engaged art practitioner and founder and creative director of Incomplit. I will explain it all, but before I would like to thank all the organizers, all the brilliant hearts and minds behind this forum. When I received the invitation from Anil, I felt being seen, and especially these days, it is really meaningful for me. Thank you very much. So probably I should start with the meaning of my name, because I believe that it has a strong connection with what I do and how I do it. Öykü means story in Turkish. And since forever, I have this strong interest on different genres of oral literature, but especially fairy tales. When I was a kid, I was so lucky that each night before falling asleep, either my mom or dad was telling me a story. So each night I was imagining myself as someone else, or even as something else, as some other living or non-living creatures. Later on, during my high school years, I started to, totally instinctively, I started to collect fairy tale books from faraway lands. And even though I was not able to understand the word because of the language, I was just collecting them. And I was not able to connect the dots. I was planning to work in humanitarian field, which we can say that I partially do, but I studied social law and social administration in France, in French. And also, on the other hand, I had this passion of writing, this passion of literature was still alive. I was feeling it strongly. And at that point, I was thinking that a pen was the only medium to compose a text. But then I learned that there are manifold ways to do that, and textile was one of them. So after some experiences, I decided to found Incomplit. But before that, let me share this. The word text actually derives from Latin texere, which means to weave. Yes, everything connects, right? Yes, in 2016, I founded Incomplit, which is social impact-oriented design and art studio. And what we do is we craft stories with communities, with different groups of people. So we started with focusing on children, but then it changed. So first, I will explain you the first version, because right now we are in a transition phase. So what we do, we organize thematic workshop series based on stories with, I don't like to use this word, disadvantaged. I don't like it at all. So I prefer to call different kids. For that, we collaborate with several NGOs. And after the workshops, we transform the outputs of the workshops into thematic collections. And then we sell them, and we fund the project again with this income. Each workshop series takes 12 weeks, and for every workshop we invite, every week we invite different artists from different fields, illustrators, musicians, actors, actresses. So this one, I will go on with the examples. This was, let's say, compact workshop series, because it was for an occasional day for Children's Day of Turkey, and it was in Gaziantep, and it was in collaboration with UN, IOM, with Syrian refugees and with Turkish orphan children. We dreamed about a flying carpet, and we asked children where would they go if they had one, and then we asked them to draw their imaginative destinations. And after that, we designed these jumpers and some cardigans and some capes inspired by the drawings. Of course, not only by the drawings, but even like the small jokes and small sentences we heard during the workshops. For the production phase, we collaborated with women from western part of Turkey, from a rural area. And then we ended up with this lovely collection. This is kind of interpretation of a flying carpet. And this is a Saturn jumper. Another project, this is more recent, in her shoes. For this one, we collaborated with 7 handcraft artists and 7 performance and dance artists. They were all females. And this was kind of attribution to gender equality for us. We wanted to question the hierarchy between different fields of arts, of art disciplines, and also design fields according to gender assignments. So we wanted to highlight the common points behind 2 different fields, handcrafts and performance art, which are mostly dominated by women, and their self-healing effects on the practicer. So we chose 7 different symbols from Eastern civilizations, which symbolize either healing or protection. And we collaborate with this woman, craft women, who produce from their houses. And later on, we ended up having these hand-woven booties. And then we gave 1 booty to each performance artists, and we asked them to translate the symbols and the process into their language, which is movement. And they all record performances at their houses again during Corona. And right now we are creating a video art piece from these videos. We also have these hand-woven booties in limited number to sell. And finally, I would like to end this monologue with another collection, which is Drop. This one is again collaborative project. We collaborated with Assam, a really strong NGO in Turkey, which is focused on refugees and immigrants and asylum seekers. The theme of this workshop series was the life underwater and water pollution. And we started with fairy tale, which is telling 3 mermaids struggle with trash in the ocean. And at the end of the 12th week, we had this beautiful collection. Each piece is made of 100% cotton fabrics and upcycled nylon. And let me end my let me end this with a video. Let me find it. Yes.
Masalı canlandırıyorduk. Elimize gelen resmi herkes bir karakter alıyordu. O karakteri canlandırıyorduk.
Balıklarımızı atıyor muyuz? Evet. Deniz atacaklarımızı atıyoruz.
Evet.
Şimdi ona bir tane ses tut. Bir daha. Bir daha. Bir daha.
Yes. Thank you, everyone. I would love to connect with everyone, so you can always reach me throughout my email, which is Öykü, OYKU @incomplete.com. Thank you very much.